right, and welcome to this episode of the Entertainment Jungle. Today we are all going to have dates for the holiday. So let's get right into it. Welcome, my name is Cornelius, and let's see who is going to help us navigate this romantic comedy today. We have number 66.
Hello there.
Walter.
Hey, hey.
Ryan the Lion.
How's it going?
And Quackrin the Great.
Hi.
Today, we are going to talk about the new Netflix rom-com, Holidate. This is rated R, and it's about Sloan and Jackson, who hate being single on the holidays, and they face constant judgment from their families. So these two meet as strangers and pledge to be each other's holidate for every festive occasion. It's directed by John Whitesell, written by Tiffany Poulsen, and stars Emma Roberts, Luce Bracey, and Kristen Chenoweth. And I want to know some overall thoughts on this movie from our rom-com expert, Ryan the Lion.
Well, I would say it's fairly predictable. The acting is average, and it's a very standard cookie-cutter rom-com.
Very fair. Walter, what about you? What did you think of this?
Same thing, just the stock romantic comedy, very predictable, not great, not bad.
Mediocre, right? Quackroom, what about you?
I mean, I enjoyed it. I like it's a rom-com, and I like good rom-coms. Obviously, it was predictable from the first scene. I'm like, they're not going to fall in love. It's fine. But, I enjoyed the journey the whole time. And it reminded me of all the rom-coms that I like. So, it was a good one.
Number 66. Do you agree?
Yeah, 100%. Look, I actually went into this thinking it was going to be another just Netflix take on, Hallmark Christmas movie, right? So that's how I went into it. I'm like, this is going to be terrible. But I actually liked it a lot more than I thought because of my mindset going in. So I enjoyed it. Was it over the top? Yeah. The foul language, especially in that first scene with the sweaters and the no present and yeah, the two times, and I'm like, oh my, okay, they're going to go there with these with this language, which is the only reason it was rated R.
I can't believe you thought it was predictable. I watched this movie twice. I watched the first part was the 3-minute trailer, and then I watched the actual movie, which was pretty much the same exact thing. Obviously this was very, very predictable. I was hoping that it wasn't going to end the way we all thought it was going to end from the trailer and from the beginning. Yeah, and I will give them a little bit of credit and say they did try at moments to reverse the roles. It wasn't successful, but they tried.
Hey!
My assistant, Bunny, everyone.
Even though it's obvious to you, you might want to say, spoiler alert!
Did anyone really hope that he really did just walk away? I was like, please just keep
100%.
going.
100%. I was like, that would be great.
I would have loved that movie. I would have like, you're the best movie.
That would have been so much better. He's like, you know what? You've been a chore of a human being this entire time. I'm out.
Yeah. Nah. Just walk away. Like, yes.
No, I would have been annoyed.
I actually, as much as I would have loved to see it, I agree with Quacker, and I would have been annoyed too. But yeah, that would have been fun.
I wrote halfway through this movie, I don't want them to get together, but I don't see another ending. I could not think of another way to end this movie except the way it was going, and everyone knew it was going to end. That'll lead me into my first question, which do all rom-coms have to follow the same rules? Like you said, if it didn't end the way you expected it to end, would it have been bad or better? Quackman thinks no, I think.
That's why I watch a rom-com. I want to feel good at the end. If at the end they don't get together, then I'm just like dissatisfied. And why did I watch their whole journey just for them to break up?
Yeah, exactly.
This movie is made for them to not like each other, then start to like each other. Maybe one likes one more than the other. Then there's some sort of like battle, and then they get together. And I said that to Paul after literally 2 minutes. And I was like, I can't wait to watch this unfold. And it all happened, and it was great. I like to see how it happened.
No, that actually makes sense. You want to see how, you know what's going to happen, but you want to see how they get there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a tried and true formula for a reason. it's when it's done well, I think it can be extremely good. I think that Crazy Rich Asians is a great example of, like, it was a standard rom-com formula, but I thought that, you know, the acting and the setting and the story, it gave it an extra element. Whereas this one didn't have any extra element to me. It was just very bland acting from bland actors and a bland story. I mean, I felt like I was eating a mayonnaise sandwich.
Really?
I mean, come on. I mean, the acting wasn't that terrible, dude. I mean, I thought it was...
It was bland. I mean, what would you say that it stood out in any way?
I liked the acting.
I think that at different points of the movie, you saw each other's point of view, and I thought that was kind of cool. I thought you could see both sides at some points.
I feel like it's unfair. You never have just two really likable characters. Like, often one is made to be almost unbearable, and the other is made to be very likable. And then, like, at some points, they meet in the middle.
Well, I mean, to kind of answer your original question was, do all rom-coms have to be this way? I kind of think yes. Could you imagine a rom-com that didn't go this way? Who would actually watch it? Or, like, would you watch it, Ryan the Lion? No, because why?
I mean, I watched
like,
this, and I
well,
did
did you watch
like,
this because we had to for this show?
Yeah, you
but
made me
what I'm
watch it. So if you made me
is-
watch that, I would check it out, and then maybe I would enjoy it. I don't know.
But for the everyday person, right? People that are not talking about movies, right? People that love watching rom-coms, just like she said, they watch it because of the fluffy, happy ending, the predictability, and how it's going to unfold, even though it's predictable.
I do think that it would be unfulfilling if at the end the characters who you were watching the whole time didn't end up together. Like, I mean, would anyone be satisfied if they, like, you know, found happiness with two completely different people? No, it would be unfulfilling because you didn't get to see that story.
I thought maybe they really were just going to stay friends and they were going to find people and they would be like a friend group and it would have worked out, but they'd never put that extra person in there that would have made all that make sense. So that's why I agree in this particular one, the ending was satisfying. Did you like the addition of the Holidate, which I thought was different? I didn't see that before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean-
drove the story. It's different.
Yeah, it made it a little bit different.
I mean, it almost served the same purpose of, like, in When Harry Met Sally, like, their paths just didn't cross all the time for a while. So it's kind of added that same element, but it was more, like, intentional.
Yeah, I thought this one was really funny. They almost stopped conversations on St. Patrick's Day and then picked it up on the next holiday. Like, they really didn't talk.
There's just a lot of unnecessary things in this movie. Just over-the-top dialogue, long dialogue, drawn-out scenes. I mean, the more I think about it, remember what was the New Year's scene when they changed dresses? That had no effect on anything throughout the entire movie. It was nice of her, but did I really need to know she was a nice person?
Yeah, I thought it added a charming element to her character, like that she was able to, you know, willing to help that person out.
I thought that person was gonna be something important at the end. Like that's usually what happens, right? I help you, and in the end, you're gonna help me do something, and then it didn't do it. I'm like,
It would have been cool if it came back later. To win him back, she had her help out in some way. But
yeah.
Well, we kind of already went into it, so I want to know some of your favorite moments of this movie and some of the stuff that really annoyed you. There was one moment that annoys me in every movie. I do not like when the characters talk about rom-coms in a rom-com. It bothers me to no end. And if it's a movie spoofing it, like that Rebel Wilson movie, Isn't It Romantic? That's fine. That's the point of the movie. But I don't like when the characters talk about the kind of movie they're in.
You're talking about unless it's like Shaun of the Dead or something like that.
Correct, unless you're purposely spoofing that genre.
I mean, from the opening scene, I was like, oh, is this going to be more like Wedding Crashers? Like, I'm into it. This is cool. And then it wasn't. I did like that opening scene. I thought it was really funny, and I thought that was, like, setting the tone for the movie. But, like, I feel like it didn't really. And then I loved the Easter egg hunt when they were playing the song.
Yes!
Get out the way. Get out the way. I thought it was so fun. I was
just
cracking
tumbling
up.
down
I was
the
cracking
hill.
up when that song was playing with the children running after each other.
I also LOL'd.
I actually really disliked the supporting cast. I just thought their stories were annoying. The ex-boyfriend, I could not stand. Is it the aunt? I could not stand her. It's just so annoying.
What, with the different dude every holiday?
Yeah. The one who introduced the concept of the Holidate.
So anybody that knows Walter knows this movie was destined to fail from the beginning. I dislike actor, I dislike movie.
No, I still enjoyed it. I mean, the movie was, which in my opinion is the worst. It's not memorable. It's not bad, and it's not great. And to me, that's a bad movie. Because there's nothing to talk about.
That's a fair point. Is that true, Ryan the Lion? Anything that annoyed you or that you actually liked?
I mean, I did enjoy the opening intro to Jackson and his extremely awkward interaction there. That was entertaining. I really dislike, actually, it was a scene with the aunt, Kristen Chenoweth, when she, like, the scene near the end where she's like, oh, no, honey, like, you know, you don't get it, like, I really blew it, I wish I could be happy, but I'm not, and then she has the realization, like, oh, shit, I shouldn't be doing this. Like, it's a standard trope in all these movies, but every time I'm like, all right, we get it, we already get it, but thanks for laying it out yet again. You've been laying it on the entire movie, but now I really get it, thank you.
My last thing is, Santa would have never left his chair at the end of that movie. I don't care what anybody says. That's the least believable part of this whole thing.
Hey, for a movie you said you couldn't talk about a lot. You sure talked about it a lot. Can you get your ratings now?
IMDb gave this a 6.2 out of 10. The critics on Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 43%, and the audience gave it a 54%, which I think is fair for this movie. I'm going to start once again with our rom-com lover. Haha. Ryan the Lion. How many bananas are you giving this one?
I think Walter laid it out there. Like, there was nothing special about the movie. There was nothing terrible about the movie. It was an extremely average and forgettable rom-com. So I'm going to go right in the middle, 5 bananas.
It's pretty fair. Walter, what do you think?
I'm just gonna give it a 5.5, just because. No rationale. No, I didn't. Yeah, that's it.
Do you two recommend it to see?
Yeah.
I mean, if you like rom-coms,
Yeah.
it'll fit the bill. If you don't like rom-coms, don't waste your time.
66?
I actually would recommend it, especially if you're going to be watching it like in a date situation, just a fluffy holiday-ish movie. Like I said, went into it thinking it was more of like a Hallmark Christmas movie. So compared to them, I really liked it. I thought it was great. Like, I thought it was the best holiday Christmas movie I've ever seen. But it wasn't. It was a rom-com, and it was below average in my opinion for rom-coms. So would I recommend it? Yeah, it's fun. Do I think it was great? No, I'd give it a 5.5. 5.5 bananas.
Sounds good. Quackrin, what about you?
It was like a feel-good rom-com. I would watch it again. I'm going to give it a 7.
Hey-oh!
All right.
I mean, for a rom-com, I thought it was good. It was what I wanted to watch. If I wanted to watch a rom-com. If I didn't want to watch a rom-com, then it would be terrible.
Yes.
It's fair.
If you're in the mood for a rom-com, this is exactly what you're going to get. And there's not really a lot of surprises. Like I said a little earlier, I kind of liked how they tried to do a little bit of different things, or the Holidate thing was different than just being friends. So I'm on the same page. If you want to see a rom-com, go see it. But I'm going to give it in the middle as well, 5.5. It was okay. I didn't laugh as much as I would like to in a rom-com. There's others that are a little better. But, well, Bunny, did you like those ratings?
My girl Quackerin bumped up the E-Jungle average to a 5.7. And speaking of dates, I have one. So let's end this show, please.
It's on Netflix now. Go check it out. Now, tell us what you thought. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and come back anytime and join the conversation. You're always welcome here at the Entertainment Jungle. Is it I guess it would be a holiday movie.
Holidate movie.
Holiday, technically all holidays, I guess.
Oh, it would be a holidays movie, plural.
Holidays movie.
Got it.
Quack you next time.